Hello, everybody. Welcome to, for the third time,
Take three, yeah.
our critically average adventure. Welcome to this adventure that we like to call the Fragments. It's a D&D 5e campaign. I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends.
The
Last
fragments is
time,
fragments.
the friends of the Fragments. Fragments? Oh, God.
Have you got your teeth in?
I think I've got someone else's teeth in. That's the problem. Um, I borrowed,
Sounds
I
like
borrowed, borrowed one from the populace of Newlyn. Um,
Yes, brilliant.
When we
That's
last
just
saw
brilliant.
our heroes, they were hot on the trail of one Preetin Dinar in Enshapar, who had escaped them in a rather novel way by throwing a sort of darkness grenade potion, whatever, and vanishing through a portal, promptly followed by Killian Norn, who saw them vanish into another portal, who decided this was not the process for capturing this individual, but Jackson decided yes, it definitely was. They all end up falling through into the sort of sub realm, and then promptly proceeded to fall into the next realm, where they were having tea parties on a spiral of tea parties that were descending in a in a in an arc.
Spiraling, spiraling.
Yeah, spiraling. There's a word I'm looking for, and I cannot think of what it is. Down towards some sort of cloud with some structures on it, including a giant
Helical?
hat. Sorry?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Parabola, maybe like a parabola, like almost like falling.
A helical parabola, yeah, same
Yeah,
way.
like parabola's this, isn't
Spiraling.
it? That's that
Yeah,
angle
kind of.
when something falls at speed.
I know you and John trying to find this word. Both of you thinking about it, and it was I can see your brains going. It's
Anyway,
like,
down you go.
Steam coming out of the ears. Yeah.
Jackson has thrown a tray from the beautifully prepared tea at Preeti and Enchipar, and then I think you were about to attempt to jump when suddenly we
Yeah.
jumped out of existence and got lost somewhere in the realms of the internet. Um, do you want to try and make a jump across
So
this
I
castle?
would like, so basically, I want to jump off the inside with the
Hmm.
aim of landing on a lower platform ahead of him.
Yeah, because ironically, because you can, if it's spiraling down, instead of jumping towards him, you almost like jump away from him, use your feather fall and just kind of like glide, paraglide down towards him, sort of thing. So it's
yeah,
kind of like intercept him.
I'm just sort of seeing this as a sort of a spiral like that, and I'm
Yeah,
trying to get down to a lower level of the loop.
yeah. So unless you jump that way, because then that actually there'd be more loop behind you. You technically become lower down on the loop. It's
Yeah,
almost like, yeah,
but that's my plan. As much as it is, I'm going to look down and see if I can see like effectively Tea Party Road below me.
that's what
But
I'm gonna make you because you're
do
trying.
trigonometry.
Yeah, because of the trigonometry and the timing. I think it's going to have to be some sort of like a deck acrobatics, I would say. But if you were an intelligent individual, I would probably have let you make like an intelligence roll. But because it's Jax, I think Jax is going to go more like on an instinctual level rather than actually trying to calculate the parabola. See, got it of his descent.
I never see that to me again.
Ah, well, take that off as another one. You said that. Right. Tick. Okay, right. At this point, you don't be able to speak to a being or something. Like, don't
I'll be
ever say
just
that
like
again. Don't ever say
the
that
only thing
again.
I'm gonna have to say is like coffee bread. That's it. Croissant.
Wait,
so some sort of athleticsy type.
I think an acrobatics more because it's
Definitely
not
acrobatics.
It's just a pure dex at that point. I don't have any
Yeah.
in that.
because it's not going to be need strength. It's going to need finesse.
wait. I
Because
actually have.
I'm well known for that.
Well, you're the one jumping from cloud to cloud, essentially.
Well,
Yeah.
I figure I'm going to drift safely because you gave me a magic ring that
No, you
seems to
are
work
probably
wonders.
forever because wherever the hell we are, it's probably got no bottom.
Fuck yeah!
What do we get?
What?
Was that a natty 20?
Oh
Hey, beautiful. First roll, and we're
Natural
back in
20.
it. Lovely. Yeah, you start drifting down and you arrive at a tea party with a
yeah. Oh,
hold on.
there we
A
go.
thing. I have a thing. Oh,
Just quickly, this is how ridiculous I am. I was like, Friday, I've got my Killian socks on.
You got Killian socks. Oh no.
They have croissants on
I love it. I love it.
I'm surprised you're not sat there in Killian mode, sort of showering on your left foot.
them. Ew.
Just be weird, yeah.
there's some hungry person. Hold on, something has gone on and I've lost a tab.
What are you doing?
Basically, here we go.
Oh, I can get comfortable now.
You land on a platform and there is an individual sat. He's dressed as a miner, like an underground um person who would be digging and thing. He has a lamp on his head, and he all of his outfit, his human male, he's grey and ashen in the face, but all of his outfit seems to kind of glow in a kind of yellowy burst of like almost sunshine, and around him fly several yellow canaries as well.
Um, Hi there. I'm trying to get to that tea party where that guy is. How do I get there?
You would have had to been at the same time.
No, because I wasn't at the same time to get here. I was up with the whale guy.
Oh, you've jumped the queue. Some do that. Why do you want to be at that place? That's more towards the back of the queue.
I don't want a queue. I want to get that guy.
Well, everybody likes queuing.
Okay. Well, how about you have my place, and if you can help me get there, and I'll be out your hair.
Well, you're actually in my place. I'd had this one all to myself, this part of the queue. Now you've come on here, we're both in the same place. So we could arrive together.
Where are we going?
Just there.
The thing in the middle, the hat.
To Elise.
How long does it take to get down there?
Oh, not long.
How long you been waiting?
Not sure. Sandwich?
No, I'm Jax.
No, I'm Sandwich. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Um, I need to get back a couple of whatever these things are.
Oh, tea.
Tables. Um, how close together are they?
Are they, I don't know, 40 feet, but then at an angle kind of thing
And
between?
is there road or not?
No,
They're
they're
just floating.
space and they float, and there doesn't really appear. You look up and you can sort of see the underside of Killian, Norn, and Charlie's feet. They're just sort of spaces that kind of move, tea parties that move. The gathering moves.
Um, there's like seats around this table, yeah?
Yeah, if you want to pull up a chair.
No, I want to like pull a chair off of the setting and like sort of put it behind me and see if it floats.
Charles, what do you mean? What do you mean? What does he wear? Where's a cloak?
Like Jax can see up Charles's cloak.
Yeah, Charles.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can see the bird, but
Charles is commander. We've already worked this out.
yeah. Charles is a just like Nazoom. Doesn't believe in underpants. Thinks they're a hindrance.
So yeah, so basically, if I put one of the chairs behind the table as it's moving off, does
Um,
it stay there?
yeah, you kind of lift it off, and it all stop in space for a moment. Yeah.
for a moment.
and then let go and see what happens. Does it drop down or does it stay
It
floating there?
stays, it kind of stops and then realizes it probably shouldn't exist and doesn't.
Oh.
Nothing, nothing good comes from it realizes it shouldn't exist
The chair,
and then doesn't.
the
That
chair
should be
realized it
disturbing.
shouldn't exist.
That's what you understand. That's what Jax understands. Like it kind of decides that
So the chair can make decisions now.
not necessarily. It was out of place.
Our house would not exist if that was the case.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Is there anything that Erwin is doing? Because we haven't really zoomed in on Erwin for a minute. Like,
Oh, I'm happy not to be. I'm happy to be like.
I was like, nope, no.
Erwin round the table with a whale with multiple eyes. That
I mean, how far has Jackson missed his target? I was assuming he was going for the guy. So how
so
far is he?
Jackson has dropped onto level two, floor two tea parties below this person, and now the guy seems to be like his vision seems to be between two areas. The three spaces. His eyes are darting back and forth between.
Hmm. Ay, 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 ay. I think I'm going to lob a dagger at Pretend's um
Tea party.
tea party, cloud party.
Right,
What do you want to call it?
right in the middle of a cucumber sandwich.
If I need a target, that cucumber sandwich.
That particular one.
It's split in half and outbursts a goblin.
Morning.
You make me a ranged attack, please.
That's got an important question. Do you have pants on? John's shaking his head. Owen doesn't wear pants either.
No one wears pants in this game.
Why?
Why not?
Are for losers. This has been long established. What was that, Owen?
28, natural 20.
Hey!
Oh,
Beautiful, yeah. Immediately. But damn! You are in the middle of this tea party.
Naked.
And he's like,
I'll let you go. Morning.
he's like looking around for a way out and he kind of edges towards the edge and then he can see he's putting his foot like back and then he's realizing that there's no surface there. There's no tea party there.
Who's first around the table?
Round the table, let me see who's at your table.
Oh, this table, yeah.
There is a small, like, stitched seam
Mm-hmm.
that is spilling into the area,
Okay.
like as if someone had like a split like that, and you can see like there is a ball of string. It's kind of half
Mm-hmm.
tumbled out and coming unknotted. It's like when you get a ball of wool that's just kind of completely. It was ball at one point, but it's gone
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it can come apart. There are approximately 8 gold pieces. There's a couple of silver, and some coppers.
Mm-hmm.
There is a water skin that is made of some sort of scaled leather.
Fun. And these are like sat around the table.
No, there's a
Oh,
stitch. There's like a stitch in the air that's kind of come apart, and you can see like threads like this, and it's like something that's like that, and these things are kind of pouring out.
okay.
There's just a stitch in midair.
No,
Yeah,
there's a bag of holding with a hole in it, and stuff's coming out.
Is it
yeah.
like an invisible bag of holding?
You
No, it's
just
just
can't see the
the
rest.
bag of holding's in another dimension. This is a hole. It's stitching. There's a hole in the inside of the bag.
Right. Gotcha.
We're just seeing the outside of the stitch. That's kind of hilarious.
There is also there is seems to be what appears to be a spirit at the table who is gingerly kind of like probing the things on the table. Their eyes are wide. They appear as sort of like a ghostly outline, but you can make out human features. Human, maybe half elf, like the ears are slightly pointed, they have
Hmm.
sort of elongated face, but they're definitely more human than elf. But
Hmm.
they're just frantic, they're watching this thing spill, they look at you.
So I just
Maybe you
literally
jump out of my
tip my cloak and go, evening. I apologize.
uh, were you invited?
Oh, I'm on a mission to arrest that gentleman. I do apologize for the interruption.
Oh, a
Um,
criminal at my table? How? Oh, what are you doing here? How dare you? You told me you were on a business trip.
oh, I have no doubt he thinks he is, and he is on a trip. Pretendarian, a Chaparian cartographer of fine renown. Also, wanted for questioning back home, I'm afraid.
Oh, look! I just I need to get there. It's gone on ahead of me.
Where?
There. He gestures down.
Wait, who's the one gesturing? Sorry.
Um,
Um,
the Daenerys and Chipper.
Ah,
Looking down at where he's pointing.
Yeah, he points to the small settlement that you see below.
What's gone on ahead of you?
The body.
And who's carrying the body?
I got it shipped there. Just needed a few things. Get back. I had to
Well,
pay, of course, to make sure I had enough currency. I needed the map. I needed the map. I bloody well forgot it, didn't I? Brain like a damn sieve.
so why are you absconding with this fallen hero? I assume it's because you don't want us speaking to its spirit.
I want him back.
Beg pardon?
I want him back.
As in your friend, your lover, your. Can you. What's your relationship to this individual?
I love him.
Oh, I'm totally going to get an insight check on that one, I think. Because, yeah. Because I've pulled a few Balanis in my time. I am no good at insight. This is going to be hilarious.
Pepper.
I've got no lucky dice. Have I got any lucky dice left? No, no, I don't. I need a rest. I'm running out of special abilities. Rolling. Seems legit. 13.
It's
Wait.
the average. The grossly average roll. Um, yeah, it doesn't seem. It seems genuine enough.
Yeah. So why did you have to steal him to have him brought back? I mean, I assume resurrection is a thing even in Gargamel.
What did you do?
That's the back of my hand.
Oh, he says you can bring them back, but sometimes they're not the same. There's a specialist here. Stealing pins.
A specialist in resurrection.
Hmm.
Doesn't resurrection require like a god? Or is there a suddenly my brain's going, I'm going to do a religion check because I need to suddenly figure out what do Gargamelians elves believe in? I can't remember this. Their gods. I'm going to make a religion check, see if I can even remember. I have no freaking idea.
What was that?
3.
Yeah.
Grummash. That's definitely a grummash answer.
Yeah, yeah. How to, yeah. Everything's grubbish to you. Right. Like, and I literally go, the Gargamelian pantheon?
Yes, that, and there's others ways. There's this person has a place. Amanda.
What?
Amanda. Amanda's assisted undying.
I've got to write that down. Assisted. Sorry. That's brilliant. I love it.
That's tickled him now.
Good. It's the aim of my
That's Amanda Love and Kiss. That's what it came to. It was like Amanda assisted undying. It's also brilliant.
I need Amanda love a kiss.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, they're based down
um, is
in
this Cal?
they're based in Elysee.
Oh,
It's
that's why we're going, is it? Okay, fine.
it's just the easiest way to get there here. Safest way. And the refreshments aren't bad.
Hmm. I always thought it was a bad idea to eat the accoutrements of other worlds.
No, 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 quite fine.
I'm not that hungry. Anyway,
What?
so,
What do you wish to do? What are you going to do with me then?
well, if you're
No,
going
you
to have
haven't.
if you're going to have the man resurrected, brilliant. Then you can both go back to Gargamel afterwards and face questioning. After all, your lover was trying to release the giant pink crystal underneath the thing, had assisted in the death of a silver dragon guardian, and pretty much tried to kill us. So he's got a lot to answer for.
What?
We were going to question his spirit before we stole the body, so you can see how it suddenly looks very suspicious when his body's suddenly away.
What? What are you talking about?
I can't grab the guy's name. Do apologize. Quickly grab him.
Is Helron and Chapar.
Hold on. Helen Inchapar.
Yes.
He led a team of his compatriots down into the bowels underneath, into the roots underneath the great tree, where an other interdimensional crystal was being held by the roots, protected by the mycelia and of the whatever you call those people. Anyway, this rock, very dangerous, and he was trying to release it from the roots. He may have had best intentions, we're not sure. Anyway, he tried to kill us, so we stopped him. We brought his body back, and we were going to question his spirit to understand what is going on. You see, I pull out one of the more symbols. Do you recognize these?
I think I've seen him wearing it.
Hmm. It's a worshipper of the crystal is sentient. It has a mind. It wants to pull itself back together again and consume our world. It's the reason why the whole planet's fragmented. You may have heard of the massive, great big, hole in the world.
Yeah, we're aware
Yes.
of the dark side of Earl. Yes, we've seen some of the maps. We're fascinated by it. Its landscape, its topography is quite different, quite bizarre, quite alien. And
It's because the giant crystal was knocked out of the sky and crashed into our planet. Someone was trying to stop it from consuming our world, but it didn't work out. Anyway, the crystal has gained a worship. We call it the Moor, a religion of abominations that have infested several very high up individuals. We have been quested to try and stop it. We've been chasing it around the world, literally, right down from Kakanzax up to here and everywhere in between.
Gansax, the ice wastes, and where else did you travel? He seems very interested. As soon as you start mentioning your journey,
Mhm.
he seems rapt. You've kind of
I joined the party at the ice wastes. I do that ice wastes, as you call them. They're my home. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm from Morden Sal and I've travelled around there. But the half orc up there and the noble Killian, the noble Norn up there, next to our fine priest, they've travelled to the various islands and things. Oh, get in the map. Probably gonna make a whole bunch of stuff up.
no, no, you would do well. You would do
You're
really
doing
well.
amazing. Like,
No, I'm literally going to make stuff up in a second. It's like they've gone here and here and haven't gone anywhere.
can I just say,
Yeah.
when he points up and says the noble, like Dragonborn Killian, Killian's made himself very comfortable at the table. His face is filled with cucumber sandwiches as well as his pocket.
Yeah, of course. I very much doubted that you wouldn't.
It was just like the noble Killian Norn, and there's
No, 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 no.
Yeah. Those two have been almost all over Greedon and obviously over to the island of Heptar before coming down to Frohast, where I was from. Well, I joined their little escapades.
I see.
See, I joined when it was discovered that my king had been put into a deep slumber by his own son, a prince, who had fallen into league with the Moor, this interdimensional being, because it promises power, lots of power, you know, power beyond imagining. But it's a devil's deal. It's a poison deal because it takes you over and makes you into a monstrosity. I'm trying to look legitimate. I'm not going to call it a pudding person.
I was
Stopping
waiting
myself.
for it, and he was like,
Pudding. Yeah. Um, so, Preetin, are we talking about the same hell here?
If this is the body if that's the same person you picked up, then we are talking about the same person. We literally captured, we literally had to end his life before he ended ours, and then we transported him back to the tree. Other than when you snatched him, he's been in our care for the whole time.
He he had so many troubles with Vitrus. They were always clashing ideas wise. Just political though, like difference of the way to do things, the way to maintain ourselves as a species. The other races are so virile and short-lived, and they
Mm.
they they're
Guilty
out
as charged.
there. And
Guilty as charged.
we just wish to preserve ourselves and longevity, and sometimes strength is needed to defend what's yours and what's right, what history and knowledge.
I don't disagree, but the more that promises such things is an abomination that if it manages to pull itself back together again, ends everything.
And he went that far.
I can't answer that. But
What
maybe
did
he
he
can.
feel? Well, he was the one that put me onto this place, I suppose. I'm beginning to map other places. I've been beginning to seek out. I've not traveled much myself, you see, but maps have always fascinated me since a youngling.
Hmm.
I've always drawn and always studied them and been fascinated by the stories of far off places and other realms such as this. I mean, look at the wonder of this place. It doesn't obey any laws that we seem to think are intrinsic to our plane. This is wondrous in its conception. And this is just a section, just a part, a tiny fragment of a million realities that exist out there.
I consider myself a bit of a traveller inside, a mind traveller myself.
A thinker, then. I
I
would like
summon,
to.
I literally summon a little globe, um, more of the psychic realm.
I see. He kind of looks around this orb that you're casting his,
Mm.
and he kind of he puts his hands like near it. He doesn't want to disturb the magic, but kind of fascinating. Well, maybe we could do what you wish to do before I bring him back. I need some questions answered.
Doesn't have to be back at Gargamel. Just you will have to answer for your action of literally running away. But if you are truly innocent, we will put in whatever good word we can.
I wished I wished to bring him back, and then we run away together, away from the confines, away from the strains. That's why I took the maps to guide us to a place where no one would know us, where no one would see us, and we wouldn't stand out, and we wouldn't be hounded. You've done very well to follow me here.
Oh, trust me, you did a better job at running than we did at chasing. We're just belligerent.
What is Jackson doing right now?
Probably getting
I'm trying
broken,
to.
climbing back up.
I
Bradley's
did,
stacking chairs in
I
interdimensional.
really did seriously consider that. Uh,
Can I ask, when the chair disappeared, did another one reappear at the table?
That's a good
Only if
question.
you're not there, you don't know.
Oh no, I was just
No, not
fascinated
immediately.
by I was just like,
Do you see Jax? Do you want to experiment with chairs?
no.
Okay.
I'm too busy stuffing my
Do you
face.
want to is at your table?
Yeah, go on. God.
Um, your table is sectioned off into two sections. There's like you and Charles sitting at one end, and then you're looking along a really, really, really long table. And at the far end, about I don't know, about half a mile away,
Shit.
you see people that look like your size still hunched over
Tiny little table.
a table, the other end of the table. But on the other end of that table, there is a little house, and there's a little river, and there's a sheep, and there's a farmer, and they're just sitting there like there's about four of them right around again. And they move the farmer.
Do you know where my brain went to?
No.
Carcassonne.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're playing Carcassonne.
They're playing Carcassonne.
Yeah, Carcassonne, 3D Carcassonne. It's like a 3D Carcassonne. These
That's where my
creatures just
brain went
like look. Then they look up at each other.
That is really creepy.
That was good. I like it. It was good.
And then they switch to the other one, and then they're like,
Get a room, guys.
oh, they're kind of they're just moving pieces.
They're
And
really into it.
this is intense Carcassonne.
This is this is Austin Powers level of playing chess.
I hate it when you pull them kind of faces. I'm like, no, it's really weird.
It's getting
Wait. Add that one to the list. No, okay, right now.
the Jim Carrey like elastic face.
It's really weird. Ew.
What do you do? Sorry, because we haven't looked at Killian and Charles either. What?
Oh yeah, let's go back to them.
It's like Killian. Let me see his face.
Killian, really do have to. They won't last.
Now, can I ask? We are in whatever realm we're in right now.
Mhm.
Now, as I am taking the sandwiches off the plate, is the plate refilling itself?
It doesn't refill itself. There's just always cucumber sandwiches.
And are they regular cucumber sandwiches with the crusts cut off?
Yes,
Are they white bread or wholemeal?
they are white bread.
I assume so. Is it butter and cucumber or just cucumber?
Cucumber then butter.
You are?
It's cucumber then butter.
That is disgusting. I love the idea though. Bread, cucumber, butter, cucumber, bread. Just it's in the middle. It's just it's a layer of lard. Yow.
The stuff that leads your teeth when you bite through it, leaves the teeth
Ugh.
marks.
That actually made my stomach go. I was like, oh.
Which way you said it was like, how are you? Oh, you could do that. Oh, that's not good.
They're cucumber sandwiches, but it's just cucumber with butter in between. There's no
Yeah,
bread.
it's a thin slice, a slab of butter.
No, it's no bread.
No.
It's just two slices of butter either
Between
side, with
cucumber.
cucumber in the middle.
Oh my God, don't you make my stomach go.
Well,
would
no,
try
you
it.
get
I
two
would try
slices
it.
of cucumber and put butter between it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the cucumber sandwiches, they're actually like little crostinis, they're little tiny little things, but there's hundreds of them. It's like
Listen.
They're ridge cut
actually,
cucumbers.
actually, that kind of sounds quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
No.
But now I'm thinking like maybe better not to be cucumber, but with a gherkin.
No.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, everything goes with gherkins go with everything.
No. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are wrong.
Like when Matt comes over, we always buy a big jar of gherkins, and Ali and Matt are eating them, and he's like, "You guys,
You guys are wrong. You are wrong.
we need the quiet."
What do you want? Go away.
Gherkins.
No.
What do you
What
want?
do we
That's
want?
not what I
Gherkins?
said.
Where do we want them now?
I know you've got some.
God,
We
kind of
do. We do.
So do I, actually. And suddenly going, oh, what the hell as well.
No.
We've all suddenly become pregnant. All the blokes are like, we really need gherkins this instant.
I don't.
I
mean-
was reading Toby and Popeye. You know, I would pay to see their reactions to gherkins.
That'd be quite funny. I reckon
Yeah.
Popeye would eat it. Popeye would eat it.
Popeye loves
Popeye with a lemon. I want to see a lemon slice because dogs like the smell of it, but don't like the flavor of it. It's just kind of weird.
Oh,
Like,
no,
oh, that smells great.
we gave him some, didn't we?
We
And
gave
he
him
was like,
lemon. Yeah.
Yeah,
he was like, "What is
But
this?"
he'll eat all vegetables, basically.
this has betrayed me. Yeah, weirdly, dogs like broccoli. Don't know why.
He eats everything.
He
They love carrots.
Carrots and cucumber and peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Crunchy stuff.
Yeah,
Quite,
you
quite.
like the crunch.
Yeah, so you've got your
Yeah.
plate of cucumber sandwiches in
All
whatever
I asked
format.
was if they
Is they?
refill. Is they
Is
refill?
there refill,
Is
mate?
they refill?
There's real. Yeah, Killian, my boy. There's real for you.
That's all I asked was how
Yes.
do they refill?
What is the practicality of you asking this question? What are you
Because
implying?
can I have like
Can I have cheeseburger?
Pocket full of
Yeah.
cucumbers.
Yeah, Charles will hear. They will not last. They're not by Manost.
yeah, but it'll do.
Are you just replacing all the rotten food that's already in your pockets?
Yeah,
You just
I'm literally
new
emptying
cucumber
out-
sandwiches. God.
Emptying out like the smushed cucumbers, the smushed croissants,
Mussels.
and replacing them with cucumber sandwiches.
And lumps of tentacle, because
I think that may have rotted away by now.
thank God.
It's just this withered little thing. There
is
it's
just
like
this-
it's like a pink twiglet.
There is just this smell.
Can't stand twiglets. Can't stand twiglets still.
Well, don't lick these triglets. It gives you a trip.
Yeah, well.
Oh, you made me laugh.
Aw.
Yeah, what are you doing with these things?
Toby, get your face off the plate, you idiot. So there is. I'm just restocking
Quickly, give him it.
my pocket.
Yes.
So I was feeding the dogs marshmallow. And
Oh yeah, that'll calm them down.
nothing calms Toby down. And
With sugar like that, you won't.
do I see where Jax's, do I see where
Yeah, you can see the whole spiral.
is.
You can see all number of
Right.
guests enjoying a delicious refreshment as they are lowered down to
Okay,
the
so-
cloud city below.
So I can obviously see that they're separated.
Yes.
Can I see who Erwin is with?
Yes, yeah, you can see the conversation. You can't hear.
But I can see it. Okay.
Yeah, you can sort of. It's like being underwater.
Okay.
A
Now,
bit, like everything's kind of.
how far away is Erwin to me?
They jump down, so they're one say 6 or 8 down from you.
Now, can I jump from our table down to Erwin's table?
Probably not
Oh,
one jump. Oh, earthquake.
Yeah, so he tried to get behind the laptop. Can I jump from our table down to Erwin's table without?
Sorry.
Huh?
Well, yes. That's a
Yeah.
given. That's a given.
Without going too far is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you'd have to do some sort of Dexy sort of check,
Okay, what?
which is
Are
what
you
the
Kill
boy,
it?
your boy.
Killian, are you going to be jumping like table to table to table, or are you trying to do the whole thing in just one graceful whoosh?
Oh, Killian's going to try and do it in one go.
Oh, good God.
Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely fine. You can attempt
You
it.
can do anything. I could jump from like the Hoover Dam. It'd be a really bad idea, but you know.
What would you like me to do?
An acrobatics or a dexterity or something like that. Something based around your dexterity squad.
What would, oh no, athletics is strength.
Yes, it is. It's been a big strong bar.
Because like to me athletics includes jumping, but it doesn't.
It does in D&D actual rules. It does
Yeah. So I'm like, why can't I use that?
because
You're not really because you're not really going far. You're trying to aim for a spot.
I rolled Dex. You just have to roll
roll.
a natural 20 and it's great. You land them right where you
I'm
want.
only saying it because for the first time ever, acrobatics is a thing that actually being used. Because half the time it's like roll athletics, John. It's like Erwin. It's like, yeah, with my -1 strength, let's do this.
A 19. Oh,
That's more like it.
You begin to hop between the two.
I was dreading it because my acrobatics is only a +1, but my athletics is a
You go
+7.
to you kind
Oh,
of do a run up, and you do that thing where you run to the edge and stop, and then just do and you jump, and then you gracefully glide across this space. Can you?
You suddenly realize just how far it is and how far down it is. It's like, oh,
Press that button.
Oh, I don't want to press that button. I don't want to press that. He's like, press that button. I don't want to
As
press
you-
that button.
As you drift down,
Yeah.
something flies up the center. It is a skanky looking bird.
Is it
Wi-
Charles from another realm?
No, it is not a hominoid bird. It is
Deviant.
a large, manky looking chicken. And on its back is flapping his crappy little wings that are barely any feathers. And coming up in the center of this thing, flying up from the central space, comes up past you. And riding on its back is a glorious looking paladin who just hands you a little pamphlet and says, "May he cluck with you!" and then flies up.
You're flying through the air and someone hands you a flyer, which is apropos.
May he cluck with you.
May he cluck with you.
Is this like this? What? Toby, leave my shoe alone. Is this world's version of like Jehovah's Witnesses or something?
Don't know.
Like, it's the may he cluck with you.
Do you want to have a look at the pamphlet?
Hell yeah! While I'm just gliding down.
You have a
I'm
little.
either going to miss. I'm either going to miss or I'm going to hear. I'm just going to be interested while I'm reading.
It says, "Believe in the chicken, the one true chicken. For he is the size of the mountain and the one true deity. May he cluck with you daily. May he crow in the dawn.
There's a chicken religion.
I'm sold. But about you guys?
I'm just like, I'm
I'm
down.
down. I'm down for that one.
Done.
Yep, yep.
I'm converting. That's it. I'm done. No.
His arch enemy is this guy with like a white hair mustache. With a secret formula.
That's one of those really weird, like
Anytime,
rope ties.
anytime you see someone wearing like stripy red and white trousers, he panics. Do I manage to get to the team?
You do there's a soft bump. There's a soft bump, and then you can kind of hear the conversation that's happening at his table. Chop's gone.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm holding it. I'm holding it in.
Yeah, there's a kind of soft popping, and then just like the feathers flap beside you, and you're like, Charles is just, was that really necessary? I could have. Okay, you just wanted to look dramatic.
Sometimes Killian
What's that
genuinely,
you've got?
sometimes Killian genuinely forgets that Charles can fly.
No.
I think honestly, sometimes Charles forgets he can fly.
Yeah,
Uh,
Charles can fly. Toby, go away. I don't want you to
What
stop
can I say
on
you
me.
there? Don't be secretive. What is it?
Oh my God. I'm just like, Charles can, a bird can worship a bird. I happily hand it to Charles then.
you know, no, you just go, oh my God, hand you it, like absolute
Yeah.
expectations.
I'm like,
This has got to happen. He Charles Owen does not need more religion, more gods. He's only got two.
he needs a chicken god.
He takes the pamphlet. Fascinating. I've not seen such detailed information about this since reading upon Heptah. There was only a very fringe religion. And he seems to be fast. Really, in the dawn and the dusk, the sacred pecking, the scratching of the. I can see many parallels. He's enthralled by this pamphlet.
Does this mean that we have to pay the corn tax?
There is a small
A tithing.
yeah, a small sort of religious tithe.
Oh,
About
wait. Doesn't Killian have like a worm inside them? And aren't like worms literally like aren't chickens like the mortal enemy of worms?
does it just go
Oh no, I'm hiding.
Yeah, you want to make this face, the worm makes you go
Hmm?
as you take the pamphlet.
Oh no, they found me.
What's that screaming? There's a screaming worm. Is it from Worms? And it literally goes, ah. I'll have to find it somewhere so I can send it to you. But
And now I'm
Oh.
just thinking of the worm from Labyrinth. Hello.
hello.
Oh, a worm. No, I'm just a worm.
I don't take the leaflet back off Charles. That is Charles.
No, he's like,
Big
that's it.
for
May I thank you, Killian. And he folds it up and he keeps it. Have a good
Oh.
week later. Yeah, Jax, what are you doing? We'll go back to you.
So,
Oh my God.
how far away is this table above me?
Uh, what did I say? They're about 40 feet between, probably about 80, but then it's at an angle kind of thing on this spiral going round.
Does it ever close closer than that?
They know they kind of are fixed in their geometry as they spiral down, like a DNA chain kind of thing, a helixial as Owen
So
said.
is the spirals even, or does it get smaller going down to the cloud?
Oh, it's even all the way. You can't see it beyond the cloud. Kind of vanishes into a cloud, and you can't see it then thereafter.
I thought it got smaller as it went down, so I'm glad Matt asked that.
It would look like that because just of perspective, but it
Ah, okay.
as you stare down, because it's like, like when you look down like a large, a small, yeah.
Mm.
But here things look very strange anyway. Sometimes you'll look down a table and it'll be half a mile away and there'll be people playing Carcassonne.
Yep. Just an average Tuesday.
Average Friday now.
It's normally Friday we play Carcassonne as well.
So, is there a table above us? And if so, how high above us is it?
Oh, okay. So like how back round the spiral to be one above.
No, so like if we're going down like this, is there one that's above us? And if so, what is the distance between the one above us and the one that I'm
Let's
on?
put it. Oh, let's say it's 80 feet, just
One,
as a
two.
number.
3, 4, 5.
What are you attempting?
Nothing, because that's too far.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
You can see that Killian and Charles have both landed on this thing, and you can see some sort of conversation happening. But again, you can only do you want to try and understand the conversation that's happening, or are you just
I
bracing it?
don't think I'm going to pick much up from 80 foot away.
Well, they're about yeah, they're 80 feet away. It's just quite hard to see. Yeah.
How close to the base are we?
Hey, you're nearing and getting closer, and you can, if you look down,
Hmm.
you make out that there seems to be something ginormous near the hat, asleep, laying on its side, a hominoid figure, like hands like this. And they've got a really nice long scarf on.
Um, how many tables ahead of us? Can I see like the one that's arriving?
Yeah, there's
What
probably
actually
at the
happens?
moment you're probably about 8 tables away.
What actually happens when one arrives?
The table vanishes through the cloud, and everyone that is at the table is now on the small cloud and then begins to proceed towards the main cloud. And they seem to be actually walking across this big scarf.
The sleeping thing.
Yeah.
Um, so okay.
Let's send you a picture.
And I'm going to send you a picture.
What you see below you looks something like this. Where should I send it? How can I send it? Let me put. I don't think we've got a fragments group. Let me make a fragments group. That. Beanie.
You're not just putting in Discord.
I haven't got it on my phone, so I'm going to put it on WhatsApp. Fragments. I will put it in there, though. I'll email it to myself as well. Pop, beep, pop, beep.
Another bloody grape.
You love it.
Really? So my family's obsessed with having WhatsApp groups for different things.
I can see that.
Sick of it. Oh, what is that? I like that one.
And this is what we can see below us.
Yeah, you can kind of make out some of these structures below you, yeah. Did you get that message, John? All right.
Oh, sorry. What?
I put it on WhatsApp for you.
I'll have to load WhatsApp.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if you didn't have it.
I don't have a. Oh, Fragments. Okay.
Now, because you've added me and John to the same group, I'm like, I've
Ah,
got your number.
be prepared. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Uh-huh. Well, that's a picture I can make no sense of.
Good.
Okay. Why is the alien with a bunch of sheep?
It's the weird witch with the like steam train bit that I liked. I was like, I like that guy.
As the Crystal House is interesting. Uh, there's that a giant with a giant arm holding a cloud at the bottom. Number
Yeah.
two.
That's his
It's the
scarf.
scarf.
That's his scarf.
I had to zoom right into that one to figure out it was his scarf. I thought it was an arm too.
Okay.
And the spiral hits this small cloud that is the scarf is attached to.
Okay. This is a fever dream.
Even like I'm used to your drawings, but
Why
even
is there a crystal on a stool on an eye?
where's that one?
Number nine, top right.
Oh yeah,
The hell?
and there's a person fishing over the edge of a cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fishing fur bowl.
Oh, is that Jackson's boat? Jax, your boat's here!
As the notice board gets me, it's like, who's here writing notes? It's just,
I love how the most normal thing is the thing that's got John. He's like, but why?
I don't know. My brain just had an idea and it came out like this.
you know, when you pop 2 towers of acid, knock it back with some absinthe, and have a late night. Things happen.
The thing is, like, I'm so glad now you've got this down on paper,
Yeah.
right? This is like
Evidence.
your late night ramblings, but actually on paper, I'm like,
Yeah.
finally people can see.
I can't remember what it was, but sometimes I just have to
There we
say
go.
words together, and I can't remember what it was the other day.
This morning you were going mad about it,
yeah, it's getting me.
and you were like, I need to say words together. And I'm like, okay.
Just selections of syllables. I just want to say them out loud. Yeah, this just because they make my mouth happy. I bet that will eat like
Easy for you to say.
it's just I'm a strange individual. Okay, but sorry, Jackson. Before this thing completely falls apart, what is there anything you'd like to do as you look upon this cloud?
Um, if number two guy stood up,
Hmm.
would he be tall enough to like reach us?
Oh, probably. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jackson's like, what can I chuck at him?
I get another tray of sandwiches and pelt them at the giant.
Well, I was actually going to shout in giantish to, "Oi, stop being lazy and wake up!"
Yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah. Let's see if he does. Odds and
Okay.
evens.
Odd, always odd.
We are odd. True.
It's evens. Your bellow doesn't. It kind of gets lost in the haze and the fog.
Um, is there anything else like on the table? I'm kind of wanting either a pineapple or a coconut or something like that.
Yeah, there's a coconut.
I don't get the lollipop.
I would like to try and like bonk
Bibbidi
the guy
bibbidi.
with the coconut.
You go to the coconut, and you know, like the coconut's got like the three little holes on the top of it. You go to pick it up. It it blinks at you. Little eyes are in those little holes on the coconut.
Don't kill me. Ah!
Does Jax care?
No.
Of course he does.
I think Jax would care for about a nanosecond. Oh. He's
Yeah.
a practical man. I need a coconut. You are a coconut. Sucks to be you.
Sucks to be sentient.
This is why I love, but also hate playing the fragments because my face hurts from laughing.
Um, I don't think I am. Hey, no, I'm going to use my whorehouse brick.
I'm gonna throw a brick.
I have my brick that came from the whorehouse.
And that's how it was. I'm going to throw my whole house brick.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's just what is a fine thing to say while you're in playing D&D. I'm just gonna load this brick I got from the whorehouse. Yeah, you lob a
No,
brick.
it got a name. It was the whorehouse brick. I can just.
Yeah,
I want to go for Jackson's bag now. See if it's all categorized. He does got OCD. He's like,
the thing I was going to say, like everything is labelled and in it.
Oh,
yeah.
so ADHD in that bag right now with
So
post-its.
so I have wood from the hanging tree, rubber top mushroom cap, posh rations, poison dart, ice spike overshoes, heartstone, Feywild pebble, elven spellbook, elven rope trap, crystal pendant, which is an arcane focus, cloak pin, great tree and gold wirework, brothel key,
I remember
broken
that.
broken pieces of the Engine blade, the whorehouse brick, blue cobalt scale from Egypt, and then the
And
basic stuff: water skin torch, tinderbox,
the
Kev.
boring stuff.
Um,
I'm
but yeah,
not much.
how,
To be honest, I'm not much better. Though probably less eclectic because I tend to pick
I
up
don't
lots
have
Killian's
of.
something
bag
like
is
the
terrible.
equip stuff.
No.
So I
Killian's bag
have
is so bad.
the Screeger horn halfling from the halflings.
Oh, from Jilly.
I've also got Glebo's magic hat.
Yeah,
I still have a cage with two quicklings in, but I think we've let them go.
they're
I think,
gone.
You let them
yeah,
go when you were in Gargamel.
Actually, no, we
Gave them,
didn't.
you
we
no,
did.
you gave them a job. You gave them a job with the
Oh
red.
no, yeah, yeah, yeah. I keep the
They were
red caps. Yeah,
protecting the
quickly. Yeah,
halfling village with the red caps.
that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
you'd employed them. You'd given them meaning and purpose in life instead of
Hey,
beating them up.
I'm a goblin. I'm all about capitalism, baby. Free market. There was a
Um,
niche.
You and Gringotts.
goblins and Ferengi. Yeah, we're like that.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I would like to brain this giant guy with the whorehouse brick, and then be like, "Oi, get up!"
I think with the addition of Brick, he is working.
What the dunk?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yum, yum, yum. And then and, and this cloud giant stands up.
And up and up
People
and up and up
and
and
up.
up.
Yeah, and there are people on the staff as it stands up and they tumble into the abyss below.
I'm looking and look up at Jackson.
The
No, look
Jackson
down.
below you. Yeah.
Looking down Jackson. Just carry on. Just
Yeah, there are a fair few souls
5 minutes. I let him alone for five
tumble
minutes.
into whatever is down there further on the tea time spiral.
Tea time spiral.
I think that's a nice name for it.
The tea time spiral.
Yeah, it stands up and it shouts back at you, "What's with the brick?" in Giantish.
Um, You didn't wake up, so I kind of needed to like get your attention.
I understand.
Um, can you like help me get up to that one there with my friends and the
Yeah.
cool?
And he'll kind of reach up to your thing. His hand sort of passes through the tea time, and you're on the hand, and so's the canary man. Oh no, we're going backwards in the queue. This is not what I wanted. Now I'll have to wait longer.
Well, the bridge isn't there no more, so you know that might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, but oh, you're quite right.
As
Wait a little
specks on the
longer.
horizon of sentient people falling to their doom.
He lifts you back up and kind of places you next to the thing and goes, "Is that all right?
Thank you.
I'm gonna sleep again. That was exhausting.
Okay. Do you want a sandwich?
Wouldn't mind."
I'll pass him a tray of sandwiches.
You pass him a tray and it's suddenly giant size.
Oh,
Mm, mm.
Killian, get in on that. There's some giant cucumber sandwiches. We're talking about
Like a
these things are
sandwich
like.
that's as long as you are tall. What do you do? You're on the same platform.
To be honest, it's a good thing that that didn't happen to the brick. As you know, I lob it off, it suddenly becomes giant size, and his head just goes.
Because I have a feeling they're going to start. Killian's eyes go big and he's looking from Jack to the giant with the giant sandwiches back at Jack's like. Now in Killian's brain, he's like, "It's Jack's magic. Like, did he do that?"
um, cheers. Didn't catch your name, by the way.
Organ.
Borgen.
Organ.
Morgan the sandwich eating cloud giant. Okay, right.
Yeah.
I'm not writing that one down.
Now, if I reached up to take one of these sandwiches, would it become Killian size?
You would
Or
have to
would
do
it stay giant size?
This is what you've got to find out. These are the experiments you must try.
I will reach up and try and take a sandwich.
It's like you go like this, and then as soon as you put it to you,
No.
Can I just take a bite of one while it's giant size?
yeah, he looks at, hey, get your own. It's like you're like nibbling at the edge of it. It's like a mouse eating a giant. Oh, you're not eating that one. You've had your tongue on it. Ah, halfway through it and goes small, and he pulls the plate away. These are mine.
Are these wonderful people on our platform now? Is everyone on
You
the
have
same platform?
you have a
Yeah.
canary person. You have Jax. You have Killian. It's a party.
Oh, hi, welcome back. How you guys doing? Having fun?
I'm unsure of what kind of time I'm having.
This is Preeton Darian, the person we've been pursuing. Turns out he's Heron and Chupa's lover, and sold the body because he wants to have him resurrected, and so they can run away and elope together.
Have you tested him for puddingness?
Jack says that, and I'm like,
No, I haven't.
"Can I test him for
That
pudding?"
oh,
You may test for pudding. Please make me an investigation.
how big is this tiny platform?
It's cramped. This tea party is yeah. You probably wanted the table with a half a mile long table, but yeah, this is
You decided to go down there? Oh, 14.
squeeze, ease, wearing just robes. There are no lumps, bumps that shouldn't be there.
If the lack of bumps is our problem. Oh no, it's naked.
Yeah, there is no places that collapse and turn into.
How big is this person?
Oh, to here on your shoulder height. You tower above them.
Elves, you're big.
It's a half lift. Put him back down, pet it.
Have a look at their neck too.
Does this person have hair?
Yeah, they've got a like a low pony.
Okay, so it's a matter of hold.
It's like, a vet, how a vet looks at an animal.
Yeah.
Like it's
Check
very,
the teeth,
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very, there's no humanity. Well, I would say humanity, but there's no. It is literally like, yeah, no, just lift.
functional, you know?
Yeah, check at the tail glands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Just be glad that I haven't been asked to investigate up his nose because
Yeah.
it's like claw.
Oh, so his red liquid seems to be coming out. That's because he's bleeding.
It's a bit of brain on the end
Tail
of
pink stuff on the end.
Yeah. Right. Low level lobotomy
Johnny.
going, I think. Okay. Become very calm all of a sudden.
I like your words. Yes, they're quite lovely. I'm not sure about being this far back in the queue, though. Well, don't worry. We'll soon be there. Have a little patience. I've been waiting some time. I got on quite a while ago. That's okay, don't worry. Look, we're getting closer to the little cloud now. And it looks like that giant's finished his sandwiches. Oh, that's good, I suppose.
We're going to go find a Amanda
Love and kiss.
specializing in trying trying so hard. A specialist in undying. Um,
Necromancer.
no, I'm sat on a cloud having a picnic and things, and that's just before us. So, sure, necromancer could be a talking mushroom, for all I know. Wouldn't be the first one. The So yes, so we're going to go. So I believe this man, this Darian, pretend. So thought we'd follow him down and see if we can't sort things out in a diplomatic and kind manner.
Okay.
Okay. He has been causing us some trouble, though. You've been a right scallywag.
Um,
Can you get us back to the tree?
Yes, I have a route.
um, can I ask if I can do something before we get off the floaty platform tea party thing?
What?
This this ride, I'm letting it off,
Yeah,
please.
like
Send in the clones.
could I tie some rope around our little runaway guy
Yes.
and make like those I want to tie it around my waist, but like you see them dog leads that are like
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
semi-elasticated so the dog can run with its owner.
You want toddler reins on this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
that's fine.
much.
Yeah, okay. You make me a sleight of hand
Okay. Why sleight of hand?
because this is how you test knots.
Okay.
No, which is a bit weird, but I like it.
Yeah. A sleight of hand to me would be something else, but
It's to represent dexterity with tie, I guess.
a 6.
Absolutely wonderful, Killian. Your chubby dragonborn sausage fingers tie a lovely knot.
Yay.
It has a bow.
Okay. I'm gonna shout down to Morgan again in Giantish.
Yep.
Be like, are you done with those?
Yeah.
Can you give us a lift down? Because we're kind of in a bit
Much
of a hurry.
butter in them.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't really try any.
You're not missing out.
Well, okay, how about if you can like help us down from here, like all of us, and then I've got some posh rations.
How posh.
It comes in little baggies of stuff.
Sounds great.
I will dig out a posh ration for him.
A large hand kind of comes towards the posh ration, takes the posh ration, it's his size. He dips in, he's like, these are posh. And then with his other hand, he takes you, scoops through the thing. All of you going down?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes, I've been waiting for some time. And the birds? They'll come with me. Okay. You've got wings. Why didn't you just fly down? I didn't feel like flying. I was just following everybody else. That's very nice, staying with your friends and not jumping the queue. Well, I didn't want to impose, of course. I know that. I try to be as inconspicuous as I can sometimes. Well,
Um,
you do quite a good job.
have you ever tried the giant small rune?
The what?
Well, I know the big giant rune and it makes me bigger, but if you put the small rune on, then it might make you smaller, and then you'll be less conspicuous.
But that's not really a challenge then.
What?
I wouldn't be pushing myself, would I?
I,
Being big and trying to be inconspicuous is far much more of a challenge than being small.
okay, do you want me to teach you the giant rune and you can become bigger, and that makes it even harder?
No.
All right. That sounds like a good challenge. Let's get you down. And he kind of lowers you down to this cloud. And you can see there's people bustling around this sort of this misty landscape that seems to be consistent of kind of this kind of squidgy cloud. There is a path of sorts that leads through. It kind of almost acts like foliage, and then there's kind of like cobbles that run in between that kind of um they're like they're like quartz, but they glow from in the middle. Like that kind of misty, unpolished quartz.
I just realised what
Um,
your clouds look like on that map.
Sausages and testers.
Morgan,
Yeah,
Do you know Amanda the Necromancer?
I know, Amanda.
Because that's where we're going to see.
Okay,
Which one's that?
over there. And
Oh
he
God.
gestures to a kind of odd geodesic shape, a
Ah,
grey
the
stone.
Crystal House.
It's just like a multifaceted grey stone house
Okay.
of like it's very smooth. Every side of it. It's not polished, but it's cut on things.
Very clean.
Yeah, it looks like that anyway.
Do you ever feel like a madman when you're having a conversation with yourself, but it's three different people?
No. Yeah, of
Like,
course. Yeah, absolutely.
okay.
100%.
So I was laughing because I was just watching you and I was like,
Right, are you going to teach me the rune now to get really big?
Yeah, I'll show him. I'll like draw it out on the thingy, and then I'll blow a giant thingy to get big.
Oh, that's good. I'll practice that, and then I'll practice being not seen. Thank you. What do they call you?
I'm Jackson.
Nice to meet you, Jackson. Um, I'm feeling really sleepy. I better go back to have a little sleep, though. I'll see you later, Jackson.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Enjoy your time in Elysee. And he just gets back on his side of the cloud and lays down. His scarf billows out and kind of reconnects. And the people that have been gradually worried that they're going to squish each other off the edge of the cloud can start
No,
crossing
no,
back across
no.
the sky. Yeah.
Back up, back
Oh,
up.
hang on a minute, but
just one more thing.
What?
No, no.
Yeah, in front of you, you have this kind of these cobbled roads. You can see from where you stand now, you can see that on the crossroad, going to the house, there is an individual with a tall, pointed hat and a cape, very hunched over, a large patchwork cape that kind of drags along the ground behind them. They are pushing like what looks like a combination of a boiler, um, a
Oh,
steam
yeah.
train, and it has a huge funnel that comes out the top. You can see a giant building that on the bottom is brickwork, but the top seems to be a felted hat with a large flower coming out of it. And then you can see this geodesic sort of shape.
Sorry, geodetic sort of what shape? I thought that's what you said.
I'm making a tick, 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 tick
You
sound.
said that, and look, Popsy's like,
Oh,
you
sorry,
said it.
Poppy. I didn't want to maybe. Sorry, just do go back to sleep. I didn't need you, Pops. Yeah.
You
And
make clicking sounds, so the dog's like, you're done.
and Morgan goes back to sleep and reconnects. And the more people are spilling in and kind of adventuring around and talking, bustling. There's a few sort of stalls as well that are like that the people are attending, like little like a sort of market. They're just like it's like they're on almost like when tourists are walking around places and they're looking at everything, that kind they're just
Oh, yeah.
looking at things. They're
Yep.
going to places to look at things. Like Two Flower in
Colour of Magic.
Color of Magic, yes.
Yeah.
Introduced that to Ali the other day.
Oh, yeah. How'd that go?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
She liked the luggage a lot.
Everyone loves
It
luggage.
was when it ate somebody in the inn, and she went, "It just ate someone." I was like, "Yeah." And she went, "Where does it go?" I was like,
Good question.
He's eating it." And she went, "But it's luggage." And that was it. Then she was like,
I can't remember which book it is, but there is one where there is a creature in one of the Terry Pratchett books where there's a bell with feet. Am I imagining this that there is a bell with feet, but I kind of have this image of the front of the book.
"There you go." Okay.
I have this strange. That just suddenly popped into my head when we were talking about Pratchett, and like, anyway, yeah. So, what would you like to do?
Well, so why are we going to see Amanda the Necromancer?
Yes, do tell. Well, that's where I well, he'd left Hellrun had left a note to say like if something should go wrong that we should go we should go there maybe uh, and I should take his body there because they would help.
Are we going to have to kill him again?
I'm severely hoping not. But at least he knows we can, so this should probably help.
I I
And obviously, I don't want to because of yeah.
I need questions answering
So do we.
from what this. Sorry, Goblin. What's your name?
Oh, I do apologize, Owen.
From what Owen has told me, it doesn't sound like the man I knew. It doesn't sound like him, but I need closure. If this is true and he is part of some old evil, then he's not the man I loved. He is a sham and a fraud.
Or desperate, or misguided. That's
Or
not
infected?
or infected, but that comes under the misguided and desperate.
Okay.
We will find out together.
Thank you for sparing my life for a start.
We weren't going to kill you unless you try to attack us. Obviously, then all bets are off. But that's just the nature of life.
I know Hellrong knew some very strong magic.
Oh boy, did he! Oh boy, that was not the hardest, not the hardest fight I've ever had, but right up there.
Yes, he was. He also knew some beautiful magic. Their eyes are a bit glazed at this point. They're remembering.
Yeah, I'll leave him to his grief.
Yeah, and you are in this space. It's just over there. So I hear that's Amanda's place. You see this kind of, like I said, like a multifaceted grey building. of cut stone, but it doesn't seem to follow any architecture that you understand. Uh,
Hmm.
you can see that jutting out over the edge of the cloud, there is a balcony that kind of looks out into the yawning beyond. That is visible from where you are now,
Yeah.
and it has a small wooden door inside, and you can follow the causeway
Get up
along.
and bang on the door.
Yep, you follow the causeway along, and before you bang upon the door, you can see a sign that says "Out to lunch."
Guess even people in strange fever dreams need to eat.
Uh, I'm gonna bang on the door anyway.
There is
Politely, perhaps, Jackson. Politely.
there is no answer. Well, must be something to eat around here that they got to get it, but I mean, uh, I don't know. What do you want to do now? Just wait for them to come back? Well, we could just hang around, or maybe there's other things we can learn from this place. It's a place between places. Maybe there is something we can glean from this world that can guide us further on our path. You spoke that you could take us back. Where could you take us? How? Well, my plan was to take a boat out when we were done, travel to another place where we could be unseen, but I believe they could probably guide us back to the shores that would take us to Gargamel for us to pay for our crimes.
Hmm.
And if it's true, then I will face whatever comes.
Let us see what your beloved has to say for himself.
Okay.
One step at a time.
Um, there is Owen,
Mm-hmm.
the person with the trolley, the
Yep.
steampunk trolley. They wheel the thing along, and it toots a toot of smoke and creaks a little bit, the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like looking your way
Uh-oh.
and looking at the crowd like,
They're
and
looking for business, are they?
yeah, they're literally trying to catch your eye, like anybody that looks.
Oh look, I'll be like, "Are you Amanda the Necromancer?"
No,
You know where they are?
no. What does the sign say?
Out to lunch.
They're at lunch.
Where do you have lunch here?
Wherever there is something to eat, I suppose. What are the stalls? They could be heading up north for something a bit rarer, though. They do have exquisite taste.
What is that thing he's pushing anyway? Does it look like an oven on wheels?
Make an investigation check.
No, I don't want to get too close to it. This place is weird. 12.
12.
Not very high. And it's only 12 because I've got 10 plus.
It seems to be. You can see that there are mechanical parts that are kind of sealed shut
Okay.
on it. Panels that are closed up. It seems to contain something. And you can
And
see
obviously,
that in front, where he's got the little trolley that he wheels along, there are sets of little fine levers, but they're like little tiny levers like this,
Hmm.
lined up along a panel with little buttons and stuff.
In answer to your question,
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from, but no.
Huh?
The Terry Pratchett.
No, yeah, there's one with like a walking bell.
I was going to look for my little Discord companion, but
I don't know where I've got it from.
I have Googled 7 different things.
Oh,
It makes
And
it's got a weird sound. I think it like makes a meep sound or something like that. I can't remember. I'll think of it.
yeah, of course. It'd be something completely different or something. It'd be
Could
from
be.
anime, probably.
I've just got this image of an animated bell with like drawn in the Terry Pratchett style with like feet coming out of it. It was on the cover of one of the books. I don't know.
I have looked at the book covers trying to figure out where it came from. Yeah.
Anyway,
Because you said it, I was like, I know that's
I'm going to bite the bullet. What are you selling?
Ah, it's not just selling. It's a tailored product.
Is he talking to this then?
Yeah.
Reluctantly, but yeah.
Come close, gather round, gather
Oh,
round.
he ain't touching me, but yeah, I'll get closer.
Yes, excellent. Now, let's see.
Mhm.
I know. This engine sort of starts and smoke starts puffing out of the top of it.
Backing away.
And then he starts winding a little handle and it's like dun 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 dun, and a panel opens in the side of the machine. And it's a little stage inside, and it's lots of like cut out C's like this, like
It's a
that.
bloody. It's a. Oh, God. All right, carry on.
Is it like the thing from Shrek?
Yeah, a little
Where
bit.
they enter the town and it's the children singing the songs on the little.
There's
And
a so
Donkey's like,
big
I want to see it
flame.
again.
No,
Yes.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
It's like there's like a sea going, and then you sort of see like um rising out of the sea, you see this great betentacled creature with 3 eyes that run up the middle of its head, all tentacles and slashing and whirring, and then like you see like this tiny little boat coming across, and then somehow it like zooms in on the tiny little boat, and on the
That's a
front of the
neat
boat
trick.
there is a mighty looking goblin with a
Ah!
trident in their hand, like cruising across the seas, bobbing at it, and like you can see like yell a battle cry. The music comes to a crescendo. There's little lights that flash, and he's fighting this beast. Great tentacles. The boat smashes in two, and then he like is riding the beast, and it's like on its back, and he stabs it down and defeats the beast, and it's. Hmm? Hmm? Hmm?
That's impressive.
Hmm?
I'll pull out a lapis azul and pop into his hand.
Wonderful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so glad to have you on board.
Back on.
It's just good to have you. There's
Oh.
not many of you, but hopefully you'll be able to help. Spread the word.
You just signed up to a cult.
Won't be the first time. Probably won't be the last.
Charlie, what do you think we count as?
Sure.
Hey.
We are not a cult, we're just an organized
We are organized chaos.
we're an organized violent gang of people who go out and make things right.
Right? Right.
Is the guy still attached to the rope that's attached to me?
Yeah.
I would like to do regular checks to make sure that the guy's still attached to the rope that's attached to me, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Because I can't remember the guy's name, so it's just the guy.
310.
That one.
Mm.
The guy that's trying to resurrect his lover.
Yes. Take one more glance at this thing, Owen, and you
Yep.
seem to, in your mind, you now know this is Irina.
Hmm.
This is the tale of Irina.
Okay.
He's a prophet, goblin
That's
prophet.
okay. Inadvertently signed up to
Do any
Kira now the Goblin Prophet. They will regret this.
um anybody else need a religion? No?
I'm with Grubbush. You
You
got too many eyes.
Oh, well, you're already with one, so that's fine. There's no judgment here. Ours are slightly better quality.
Bitch, please, I got a worm inside me.
You actually say that
No.
because that would be
It'd be an all about Killian moment, though.
that would explain the eating.
I had
Actually, would like that would explain a few things. There's actually a purgative that would work really well for you.
I think.
Um,
Mm,
so
Hates it though, but isn't it?
are you saying your god's better than mine and Charlie's?
Not better per se. But we've just got newer models.
Bitch, I will slap you up.
Anyway, I'll be on my way. And it tink, 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 and the panel folds.
Um, can I attempt an intimidation check just with the stare?
This may be an intimidation check.
It'd be with advantage because I want to do it too.
I get intimidation advantage
Oh,
anyway.
cool.
I'm there like this going, oh, that's interesting. And I got two giants staring hard at the sky.
Yeah,
You're like, I have a god now.
I know of a god now.
19 was the better of the
Yeah,
two.
that's why they hurry off so quickly. Anyway, they pull the and this thing goes kind of confolds in like chitty chitty bang bang gone wrong and like
Charles,
yes,
who the F is Eranar?
Irina. Well, they speak of a hero of long ago when Earl was still whole, who travelled a world that was circular, can you believe? A round ball floating in space. And
I can imagine it. Seen it.
and and within that space, on that world, he travelled and fought many of the great ancient evils upon the world of Earl. And Droots forced them back into the darkness from whence they came. He's sort of like the patron saint of small folk and goblins. Halflings sometimes worship a version of him, but they call him Irvin, not Irina.
Hmm. I think I might have just signed up to their religion.
Oh, I'm so pleased! And he reaches down and he hugs you. It's like, I'm so pleased. I am. It's lovely to know. Well done.
But unfortunately, the
Chomp,
lost
chomp.
it, lost it, lost it. It's a bit unfortunate. Bit unfortunate they got so cheap.
He's like, welcome. Well, it's always good to meet a person who has faith. And I'm glad you now have one of sorts. I'm surprised you didn't get one, Killian. It's not like you to turn something down.
They weren't offering food.
It's food for the soul.
That would have been so funny though, to see what it came up with for me, and then there's my little worm just inside.
I think it might have been dangerous.
Let's butter.
We just zoom in on your stomach and it's like it's back to
Dun,
the
dun, 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 dun.
yeah. I was just thinking it's back. It clips to like our game that we played at the Happy Piranha.
Oh god, yeah.
The battle in the barrel. It's like there's a little Rufus in there.
Oh my gosh. I just remember when you said Rufus, I was like, what got me the other night? And then I was like, oh my god, yeah, and it's now Rufus.
Oh yeah.
That got me. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, so what would you like to do? We've probably got one more sort of thing we can do in this space. They head off towards the north on that map, as you would say, and they're kind of trying to engage with the crowds of people that go around.
So they're heading towards the alien with the sheep.
There is,
As John said.
yeah, there is
Big
a
head, alien sheep, you know.
Yeah.
there is an area where
Alien shepherds.
there is a blockage in the way.
Alien shepherds with sheep.
Yeah,
But the sheep have no heads.
no,
No, it's because they're
They all
fuzzy.
have buttholes.
They do
The
look
butthole.
buttholes because of the dots on the paper.
they're not buttholes.
They are buttholes.
Yeah, they're all facing away from us, so you didn't have to draw the heads.
That's smart. Actually, that's very smart. Grim.
Yeah, I'm not very good at sheep heads.
Okay, asses apparently.
In chaos from the time we turned the computer off.
Oh my god, yeah, total. I love this game so much. I don't laugh as hard as any of my games. This is just brilliant. Yeah, so pretend.
Has
Pretend.
anyone got?
Oh, go ahead, Jackson.
Has anyone got a pen?
I probably do. Let me have a look, Jackson.
Can I pull one? I do. I know I do. Can I pull one out of my pocket? But it's like covered in like crumbs and a bit of cucumber. You know, like like this bit on the pen where it clips onto the paper.
There's
Yep.
There's a slice of cucumber wedged in that bit, and I just hand it to you.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna like on the gone for lunch.
Yep.
I'm gonna write Amanda the Necromancer. We're looking for the dead elf you've got. We'll be back shortly. If you do get back, don't go out again. Thanks, Jax.
There's a lot to write on the one side.
You flip it over.
It's like PTO on the bottom.
No, I would probably flip it over and write it on the back.
Yeah,
So
you can. That's fine. Yeah, you can write these things down, and you leave a note for Amanda the Necromancer.
I just thought she said the pretty goes, and Heleron's body is within here, or this is where it's supposed to be, yes?
This is where they directed me to be. So I think so.
I hope so.
Oh.
Both have.
You better hope so.
Well, he can take that any way he wishes.
No one's tried. Jax has knocked the door.
But nobody's tried to open.
No,
Can I try and open the door?
it is locked.
Rattle, rattle.
Rattle, rattle, rattle. Tock, tock, tock.
As you say, I look at Killian and go, no.
I look at him. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
I step back and kind of go, Owen.
Oh, fucking... Is it a magical lock?
Make me an Arcana check.
Well, I think you're good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, Arcana of 4, no idea, but a picklocking of 31.
The door
Might not matter.
is unlockable, and it comes undone with the greatest of ease. The deftness of your movements is implacable.
Or they left the key in the lock.
It's a
mean,
slide bolt. Shunk.
like-
There you go. Seems like I'm wasting my skills.
he just looks at me and Jackson like, seriously? And just unlocks the door like that because it's still got the key sticking out. Like, he's
Yeah.
like, really, guys?
The door is unlocked. Yeah.
I don't open it. I just step back. Like I've done
Now,
nothing wrong.
can I put my hands on the door and do an arcana check for magicy magics?
Magicy magics.
Magicy magic.
The best kind of magicy magics.
Yeah.
Please.
My favourite kind of magic, magicy magic. Right, get off of Terry Pratchett stuff. Good to go.
I only did that because technically I'm being paid by them to do these things. Technically my job.
Come on, load. 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 There we go.
How would you look in the eyes of Irinar, though? Now.
Hmm?
How would you look in the eyes of Irinar?
Never met the person. No idea.
18.
18. There is magic present.
Do I know what kind?
You do.
Evocation. I'm narrowly missed a fireball. Yeah. Sending message. Dear madam, I have just been picklocked. Please send the constabulary.
What does that do? Ah!
What?
Because I can also do detect magic.
It's definitely magic.
So is the door itself magic, or don't I know that?
There's magic in what you're touching. The door.
Intrinsic to the object.
Yeah, intrinsic to the object. You can just-
Okay. So can I cast detect magic?
Yes,
please?
you can.
Yay! Boop. So that now lasts for up to 10 minutes. And then I can just recast it, it's fine.
The whole building glows.
Yes. Anything in... Can I open the door?
The whole building glows, and it is
Even the door?
the door seems to be one of the things that doesn't glow.
Thank fuck. Right, can I open the door, please? Or am I going to really fuck us up by doing this?
Yeah. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm getting out of the way.
Do you think
Thanks.
that the
It'd probably be a bad idea to be brutally honest, but
Yeah.
we are trying to. I'm on two minds about whether or not this person is nice or not.
Are you just focused on the building?
What do you mean? Am I just focused on the bit? Now you've made me question where else is magic.
More importantly, is the person just literally walking up the
You
road
get
as
like
you're
a
opening the
30-foot
door?
radius ping of everything magical around you.
So I mean,
So imagine a sonar just went off.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you
good
go
point.
bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, so like I was where I'm stood, like obviously the building is in front of me, but then I would kind of go.
yeah, little chappie's little
Oh yeah.
vehicles magic. The windows and the door on the hat place are magic.
Uh-huh.
You can also see that inside there is a hat in the window
And that is glowing.
that is glowing.
Yeah.
And if you, just on the kind of edge of your thing, you can see that there is a bunch of cloud blocking the road,
Sheep.
and you can see that there is a crook in a guy's hand, and that's glowing magic too.
The alien's crook. Right, okay. So seeing as the door
And
is
it's illusory magic that you can see on the building.
illusionary.
Illusory, yeah.
Illusory. So it's an illusion.
Or misdirection, or something's invisible, or there's a few bits of what you can do.
So yes, could I open the door,
Mm-hmm. You do.
and what do I see inside?
You see a beautifully.
Right, is there going to be anything that like fires in my face? Any?
Ah,
things
now
like
you
that?
said you opened the door first. You didn't say
Yeah.
I check for traps.
No.
Fair. That's technically my job, and I didn't do that.
Yeah, thanks. I was like, you just pay me to open the door, so
Yeah, you open the door and you see inside a rather nicely furnished office. A reception area. Little plush couches. There's a potted palm.
okay, is anything in this area glowing?
The walls.
The walls. Okay. So I just go
Before,
and make them comfortable.
before, oh, okay.
Sit down inside.
Yeah. Well, we've been told we're waiting for them to turn up.
Yes.
So we may as well wait in a bit of comfort. That's my thinking.
After you, pretend. You'll be dragging Pretem around, but you got him on a rope.
Yeah, like preaching customs. Don't you think we should have waited?
No, I don't say no.
Noble, you know how
This
they
looks
can
like
be.
a waiting room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the door was locked.
No.
Not seriously.
There are degrees of locking?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I didn't realise. I am very not well travelled. Maybe, I guess we'll just take a seat.
Is there a bell on the desk?
There is, yeah, there is like a little bell, a little oak desk. The desk is kind of like would be on a human.
If we're all going in, I'm going to close the door behind us.
Yeah,
Because, you know,
I'd like to try and ring the bell, please.
I should probably lock it as well.
it, it,
I was going to say, Jack tries to be a little ding ding, it'll be a.
it rings out in this space, and there is no answer. No sound of footsteps, no sound of movement.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah. We sit and wait.
Yeah,
And
let's sit and wait indoors.
I imagine,
Can't be selling more religion in here.
you know, when you like got your dog on a really long lead, like on a training lead, and then you just kind of wrap it like this.
Yeah,
I imagine I'm doing that with the right things on.
and he kind of jerks back a little bit. It's like,
What do is it going to be strange that we're inside the building that was locked and we're waiting for them?
Absolutely, but Norn.
Killian,
Comfort.
It does look comfortable.
he leans down and presses on the sofa. It's incredibly comfortable.
I suppose you have a point.
And like he kind of and ruffles up his feathers a bit. There are a few like paintings on the wall, and there's like behind the thing there is a door, and like a door to where you would prefer like a back room, and then another door to the left of it, and there is a little like a sign up on the behind the thing, and you can see there's one that sort of looks like a certificate, and one looks like a list of something.
Are the pictures like, live, laugh, love, or, death is not the ending, and things like that?
Yeah, there's ones like that. There's one of the kittens saying "hang in there," you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, imagine it's like a skeleton cat.
yeah. It's just it's the flayed carcass of a cat saying "hang in there."
Don't look at me like that. I'm sorry.
My personal favourite one of that was a T-shirt I saw a long time ago, the catchphrase was, "In the face of ultimate defeat, ultimate defiance is the only answer." And basically, it's a picture of an eagle swooping down, claws out, so they read like it grab something, and a mouse flipping it off. It's like,
My favorite one was a
which is pretty
t-shirt that
cool.
had the line "Losing faith in humanity, one person at a time."
Yep, which is pretty good. I like that one.
Like I like my alien t-shirt that I have.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like it's a bright green cartoon alien and there's a rainbow behind it. And it says, "No one freaking cares."
Yeah, nobody cares. I love that. It's brilliant.
I found it in a charity shop and I literally pulled it out. I was like, I need it.
That's mine. Hey, they have my t-shirt in here. I don't know how that happened.
The ideal top for me.
Pete's been trying to get rid of it for years.
Yeah.
Nobody freaking cares. I love it when we find weird t-shirts.
Oh, that is one of the Simpsons quotes, isn't it? When Flanders goes off the rails, more so it goes off the rails, and says, "Whoa, who's that button in? That's gonna be little Lisa Simpson's." Springfield's answer to the question nobody asked.
Yeah, it gets really mad.
Yeah, love that.
I haven't watched any Simpsons for a long time. I've actually got a load of DVDs at work of Simpsons at the moment. I found the Buffy DVDs.
The angel ones.
Angel, which ones did you
Oh,
watch?
Angel's better than Buffy, I think, honestly.
I found season 5 as well.
Yeah, well, no, I saw season 5, but I didn't see the point in putting season 5 aside when there was only 1, 2, and 5.
True.
And I was like, what about 3 and 4?
Okay. Do you want to wait in this space and we pick this up next game? Because
I think it'd be a good personal pause. We can all wait here.
That's why I thought if we could.
yeah, you
sit.
take a seat. You wait in the waiting room. There is there's cups of water, little cool glasses that you can sort of take and rest. I'll allow you to do short rest here while you wait for Amanda.
Oh, thank God.
John,
There's so many of my features and things just like, no, gone.
Yeah.
Short rest.
Short rest while we're in here, and then
But all the ones you've used are the long rest ones.
Oh, yeah, I know, but everything is useful. I'll take anything right now. Unless I'm fully healed. Don't do that.
short rest. Do I need
I have
one?
taken a short rest.
No, I don't need one here.
Now I'll see what I've got left over.
Short rest. You just have you got any? Do you need to do any health? Yeah. So you
My Furious Small is back. Oh yeah, baby.
So these are for your sorcerer. It's 1d6. You get a d6 per one you roll, and a d12 for your barbarian or d. So you can choose one of each if you want to. How many hit points were you sure? 20 odd.
almost 20, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd choose a couple.
That one and that one.
Well, yeah. Well, think how much you're going to get on average. It's your mid, isn't it? 3. So
That one and that one.
yeah, that might be quite good. And then you just rolled it up.
Yeah. There.
Oh, just
that.
press it. Oh, there
There.
goes. There goes.
A 2.
That's 2.
I rolled a 4.
And then the other one.
There.
Oh,
Yeah, they explode, these
you
ones.
didn't know that. Okay, so it's 10. Want to roll some more? Get yourself back up.
Yeah. They turned to lava. I got really
Where did you get these dice from?
really excited. Yeah, big.
Cool.
You should be automatically sticking them on them for you.
Next as well. Hit dice to heal.
There it is. I'm right back up. That 5 is what I need.
There you
to
go.
get back up.
Lovely, cool. So you do so. You'll short rest in the fine comforts of Amanda's assisted undying.
Shall I stop the recording now?
Yeah, thanks for playing, everybody.